I have a feeling that this year's Stampede is going to be as close to business as usual as possible.
After a 2-year hiatus, hooves and wheels will finally hit the track at the greatest outdoor show on earth. Chuckwagon racing will return to the Calgary Stampede this summer, something that is often considered a good indicator of Calgary's economic health. That's because of the canvas auction, where companies can bid on the rights to advertise on the canvas coverings of Chuckwagons during the 10-day Rangeland Derby.
We do know that the support that the drivers receive through the auction is vital to supporting their teams, not just in Calgary at the Stampede, but throughout their whole racing season. So it's a very important initiative, and we're super excited to have it back.
Chuckwagon racing has been a crown event at the Calgary Stampede since 1923, missing the last 2 years due to COVID-19. The canvas auction is known to be an indicator of the health of Calgary's economy.
It's a huge form of advertising, and so it's kind of on the same sort of level as having, advertising on the ice in the Saddle Dome for a hockey game. It's the type of thing that anybody who's watching is going to see that.
The Stampede's Christina Barnes says she has seen a positive indication that the Stampede and Chuckwagon drivers will have a successful season.
We are seeing a lot of positive things, and I think a great indicator is the sponsors that are stepping up to be part of Stampede 2022 as well. So we're really seeing positive news in that area, and we hope that the advertisers that step up to support the drivers through Stampede 2022 is equally as fantastic.
I don't think it's going to create record levels because I don't think businesses are back to record levels of success. The economy is still weak, no matter how much you want to pretend that COVID is over. So it's maybe a good sign that better things are coming, but I don't know that this is necessarily an indication that Alberta is back.
The canvas auction is set for April 12th at the Big Four Roadhouse in Stampede Park. Advertisers can find out how to get involved at calgarystampede.com. In Calgary, Jasmine Vickaryous, City News.